Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. For those of you that are new, welcome. You may also want to check out my other tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I do have a bunch of other pick a card readings posted into playlists for you guys to look through. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing what big changes are happening to you right now. Okay. And then really kind of depending on what messages come through, we might get some extra guidance or advice, especially if it's a difficult energy. Some of you might be going through something challenging. We'll just have to see what the cards have to say. So I've already prepared the piles for today to save some time. So pile number one, this is going to be yours here. If I can safely pick this up without you guys seeing anything. We have fish with this selenite. So that is going to be for pile one. What big changes are happening to you right now? That is pile one. Pile number two, we have environment. And hold on a second. There's some cards under here that I don't want you guys to see. So I'll make sure that they're covered. Covered, good. All right. And then we have, this is a fish eye Jasper. And that is with environment. That is pile number two. What big changes are happening to you right now? Okay, pile number three. And let me make sure. I should have checked earlier. Okay, we're good on this one. Pile three is going to be the salamander with the citrine. I wanted to use carnelian, but I left my carnelian in Arizona that I still have to go get. So we're using citrine instead. Okay, so salamander and citrine for pile number three. What big changes are happening to you right now? If you do feel drawn to more than one pile, go with whatever your intuition is telling you today for this reading. Okay, pause the video if you need a little bit more time to meditate on the piles. What big changes are happening to you right now? Timestamps will be down below and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile one. So those of you that resonated with the fish and the selenite, okay, so what I'm already getting intuitively with what big changes are happening to you right now, I don't know why, but when I drew this card for you guys, I kept feeling that there is a lot of, it almost feels like a lot of emotional stuff that's going on with you. Maybe there's a lot of heavy feelings or emotions that are kind of coming to the surface. When I was looking at this fish, how it's kind of like deep in the water, but then there's all these bubbles that are coming up. It kind of made me feel that you guys could potentially be going through doing a lot of healing. And there could be a lot of you really deep diving into your feelings, your emotions. I do kind of see this as a positive because when I was looking at this card, it reminded me of the energy of the King of Cups. And so the King of Cups is a card of emotional mastery of our feelings, of our emotions, of our intuition, of our creative energy. So it makes me feel that if you are kind of going through a time like that right now, where there is a lot of stuff that is coming up for you, and this has been a powerful month. For those of you that are watching this reading, August of 2023. Today is actually the super moon, the blue moon in Pisces today, August 30th of 2023. But this has been a really powerful month for a lot of things. We have 6 planets right now, I think, in retrograde. We had the Lionsgate portal, the full moon at the beginning of the month, and then we have this one closing out the month that won't return again until 2037, the year 2037. So there's been some powerful energy going around, and also Venus is in retrograde right now. So that doesn't help. It does, but it's like it's bringing up a lot, right? Mercury being in retrograde. But regardless of when you watch this reading, that's just kind of the energy that I'm getting from this, is maybe there's maybe a lot being released at this time as well. Okay. And maybe for some of you, it could feel a little bit overwhelming because it does feel like a lot, and it doesn't even have to be with you personally. It could be, stuff that's in your environment, maybe stuff going on with family, like the emotions are running high. But I do feel like it is all for your highest good for many of you, especially if you've been working on a lot of your healing. A lot of this stuff that's coming up, it's coming up for a reason, because it's time to release and let go and not bring all of this energy into it. And then you chose selenite, which is a very powerful crystal for clearing energy. It's actually like has the ability to even clear other crystals. I always keep a lot of it around because I do so many readings, but yeah, this is like something that you could use to clear even other crystals. So this makes me feel like you guys are probably, for some of you, really going through it. So let's put your fish up here and let's see what else. We have witch bottle. Okay, witch bottle. Okay, what else? These are your tarot. So let's we've got jasmine. Let's put these like this. Okay, so we have journaling. And then you also have the gathering of angels. So even with the gathering of angels, to me, this is kind of like there's something big happening here. That is our pick a card today. What big changes are happening to you right now? So to me, this looks like your entire spirit team being right there with you, calling in all support from everywhere, right? All the birds are here, all these, which may be like little fairies and the angels. And I feel like maybe they're acknowledging that you're in this space here where there's a lot of quiet, maybe reflection or healing. There's it looks like a little fox. So on the back of journaling, it says keeping a journal for yourself to write down your feelings, your ideas, and dreams will help you unlock solutions and manifest the best things for your life. It can also help you bring in a new wave of creativity, enlightening your day with inspiration for new projects. The affirmation is, my journal assists me to keep inspired every day. So maybe for some of you, you're feeling a need to express or even to create or manifest something, because you also have witch bottle here. So some of you could really be working on maybe protection or manifestation. Okay. Let's see what else. With the gathering of angels, it says, call upon the angel that represents your needs the most, and your genuine need will be answered. The angel's guidance will help you choose the right path to take. Trust that whatever happens will be the best for all, remembering everybody has certain lessons they need to learn in this lifetime. The angel energy is gentle and kind. The affirmation is, I am being guided by the angels. So maybe for some of you, it could even be that I don't know, maybe you're at a crossroads or having a big, important decision to be making here. And then you have jasmine. And if I remember right, there's a really sad story that comes along with this. I can't remember where it's from, but it's like this story of this I don't even know if I could say that on YouTube because of all the filters. But either way, it was a couple, and the guy had to leave and go away someplace, and he left his lady behind, and he, she was gonna miss him and things like that. But he told her that if he had come back with someone else, that I don't even want to say it. Okay. So he came back with someone else and basically kind of making her feel unwanted, or, something of that nature. So the whole idea of that was that it's a dark time, going through a dark time, a challenging time. So like I said, maybe some of you are. Maybe you're just in this place right now where there is a lot of stuff coming up for you, and there's extra support that's here. There could be a lot of healing. Some of you, this could even be past energy of something painful that you've gone through in your past. And maybe you're at a place right now where you're ready to talk about it. You're ready to release it, let it go. Okay, so let's look at your tarot and see what big changes are happening to you right now. The Page of Pentacles, okay. The Hermit. I mean, we have the Hermit here. The Hermit is kind of like a dark night of the soul. It's trying to navigate through the darkness, through, finding yourself, healing, introspection, reflection. We have the Oak King, which is the Hanged Man. We have, look at that, the Five of Cups. Judgment. Okay, so this is pretty big. Pile 1. The Sun. But it's beautiful. Remember how I was saying what I was getting with the fish is that you're in your feelings, you're in your emotions, but there's something good that's coming from this. Because in the Hermit energy, we have the darkness. And then we have the Sun here, which is the light. And the Hermit energy is us navigating through that period or that time in our life to find the light. And that light is something that we find within inside of ourselves. I don't like this glare here. Okay, so why this is a big change is because the Five of Cups energy is a feeling of, and I do feel like this is from your past, okay? It could be something that I don't know if I want to really say that it's something you're going through right now. However, it could be, maybe the emotions are coming up for you, but it could have been an event that has taken place in your past. Okay? Maybe for some of you, it is something you're currently going through. But the Five of Cups energy is talking about grief, pain, loss, sadness, feeling hopeless, feeling depressed, feeling discouraged, feeling regret, guilt, shame, all of those very heart-heavy feelings and emotions. And with the Hanged Man puts us in a place where we can take a step back, take a pause, and look at what it is that we are holding on to. In this case, because you have the Judgment card here, and I'll get to that in a second. But the Hanged Man is about us having a change or a shift of perspective. So maybe for some of you, as you are going through these feelings and these emotions, and you're spending this time in reflection, the Hermit is a journey of solitude. It is healing. And some of you could be doing some very deep healing. And this is huge for you because Judgment is here. And Judgment is essentially karma. It is a rebirth that you are going through. And when we are in this place of judgment, this is where we unpack. We unpack all of our stuff, and we look at what we are holding on to. Are we holding on to regret? Are we holding on to guilt? Are we holding on to grief? Judgment also asks us to forgive others. Of course, when we feel ready, if we're ready to do that, forgive ourselves. This helps us to find renewal from within by being able to release the things that have been weighing heavy on us. And for some of you, I feel like this is things that have maybe you've gone through that were karmic relationships or even very karmic situations. I mean, that could even be friendships that you've had. But this is where you have that opportunity to release and unpack your energetic baggage. So maybe this for some of you has been helping you to change or shift your perspective in the way that you look at certain things that you're still holding on to, right? Because when you go through something traumatic or painful, it's like you have that memory of it. Like, this is painful. This hurts, right? And you might, in that moment, you might have anger, like, why did this person hurt me? Or, why did I do that? I feeling guilty for doing something to someone else or whatever it is in that moment. But with the Hangman, this helps you to kind of take that pause and take a step back to say, okay, how can I see this from a different perspective, right? Because judgment is karma. It's lessons. What did we learn from this experience, right? We can then replace that grief or that guilt or that shame with something powerful. Maybe it although, we look to, say, a person who hurt us and look at them and be really angry and hold resentment towards them, right? And now we're at this place now where your guides are supporting you, your angels are supporting you as all of this stuff is kind of coming to the surface for you to release. And revisiting some of those things can be really painful. Really painful. So yeah, to me, when I'm looking at the gathering of angels, it's kind of like your spirit team is like, okay, all hands on deck right now for pile 1. We've got some stuff. We've got some layers of stuff to work through here. Some of you may have been really, really hurt by a love interest. And that pain, it almost makes me want to cry. I'm trying not to cry today. Some of you may have been really, really hurt, very bad, by a love interest. Betrayed for some of you, but hurt very deeply. And that pain might be something that you have not dealt with. But it's like your ancestors, your spirit guides are trying to be there for you, to try to help you to process your feelings and your emotions. So that you can restore yourself to your natural state of happiness and joy and bliss with that sun. Right? Because whatever this is for you may have been something that it was literally something that you've bottled up. Feelings, emotions that you have not expressed yet, you haven't talked about. You have, because we are a generation of a collective of people who have stuffed things away and not dealt with them because sometimes they're too painful that we try to just put them out of our mind, that we don't want to think about them. We try to distract ourselves with life and just, I'm just going to keep myself busy and so this doesn't hurt, instead of really sitting down and allowing ourselves to feel our feelings. And so the first time that this may have happened to you could have been something that was extremely painful. And revisiting that, it's like your spirit team already knows this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard for you, but it's time. It's time for you to let it go. Some of you, this could have even been something that you've been holding on to since childhood. So it's like your spirit team is like coming in with so much love and so much support, because once you release this, whatever this is, and maybe multiple things, once you release this, this is creating this powerful shift of energy for you. So when we're asking this question today, what big changes are happening to you? This is huge for you. So honor this time, even though it might be painful and it might be a lot to process. Let yourself do it. Be strong enough to allow those feelings to come to the surface, to shift your perspective with them. Because yes, with judgment, like I said, we could be holding on to anger or resentment towards someone for hurting us in that way. But this is now time for us to think, okay, what did I learn from that? What did that situation teach me? Did it teach me that I needed to learn to love myself more? Did it teach me that I need to be more discerning? Did it teach me that I need to learn how to set healthy boundaries? Or to be more confident in myself? Whatever it is for you. But with this release, because the sun is also about spiritual enlightenment, right? And you've got, to me, like I said, when I'm looking at that fish, that is the King of Cups to me right there, with all of those things bubbling to the surface for you to release, for you to clear, for you to stop suppressing and just let it out. Whether that is you journaling, writing, maybe writing someone a letter. It doesn't mean you have to give it to them. And today's like, especially if you're watching this the day that I upload this, today is the perfect day for you to release with this full moon. Okay? Especially for those of you that like to do little rituals for yourself, make this the day. And for those of you that are watching this after, do this on your next full moon. You know, you don't have to just wait for a full moon to do healing, but those of you that really want that, you know, that symbolism behind it, to say, okay, I'm releasing this person or this situation or this feeling or this emotion or this anger or this resentment, I'm letting this go. You're going to be so much lighter. And then with this Page of Pentacles, many of you could be transmuting this energy into a creative project or something else that's powerful for you, you know? So this is beautiful, even though it looks painful. It is. The Five of Cups and that card, for those of you that have this deck, the Seed and Sickle, it's a pretty sad story. You know, she was very greatly hurt by a love interest, and that pain was something that was awful. And I just feel like, because the Hangman is also about gaining insight, it's also a card of enlightenment. It's very spiritual. So this is a very spiritual thing that is happening to you right now, Pile 1. And there is this beautiful light here that your angels are trying to help you, to guide you towards, is this place where you can feel this energy lifted away, cleared away. and have your power back. You know, because for many of you, this could have been something that took away so much from you by holding on to it and carrying it, and it weighing so heavy on your soul. That this gives you the opportunity to change the way that you reflect back on that memory or that event or that trauma, and to change the way that you look at it, right? The way that you remember it is in a different way, a different light, something that feels a lot lighter, right? It doesn't take the memory away, but it can change the way in which you choose to look at it, right? As something horrible or awful, and more or less like, wow, and that takes time. That is definitely not something that happens overnight. It's a process, okay? But layer by layer, and I feel like I said, I feel like I feel like you need guidance for advice here, because this is a pretty heavy emotions here. So I want to ask Spirit, what is your advice? Because of course, if you're in the thick of this, going through this right now, you might be kind of like, what the heck is going on? I thought I healed this already. Like, why is this happening to me? Why do I feel like I'm in this place again? I thought I already did this. You know? Some of you can also be aligning with your soul's purpose. Finding out what your soul's purpose is through all of this. So this is like a big event. You've got all of this support here. Okay, pile number 1. What is your advice? The Hangman. The Hangman. Okay, so really your advice here is surrender to it. Okay, surrender to it. Let it be what it is right now. Don't try to control it. Don't try to... Let it be what it is. Let it be what needs to happen, what needs to be purged, what needs to be cleared. Just go with it. If this is the emotions, the feelings, the mood, whatever this is happening right now, just let it be. Okay? Know that you are exactly where you need to be right now. Spirit is saying surrender to it. Okay? Don't try to hurry it along or force it to go away. Honor this place. Okay? It is very much a part of your journey. What is pile number 1's advice for this big change? The 5 of Wands is like Spirit is saying, don't fight it. Don't fight it. The 5s are about change. They're also about challenge. Okay, challenges. What is your advice? Ace of Cups. I love it. Yeah, don't fight the feelings, the emotions, the things coming to the surface. Okay. Ace of Cups is here. This is about healing. It's about emotional release. And you've got the Lovers at the bottom. Okay. Which this is something here that is helping you to find union within inside of yourself, to find balance. There's a merging of energies here between your own feminine and masculine energies. Okay. Yeah, some of you, I'm getting that you're clearing energy here from karmic masculines. And it may even be your own toxic masculine energy, or dealing with toxic masculines. Okay? Which doesn't have to just be a male. The gender doesn't matter. We all have feminine and masculine energies. You can have a mom who has toxic masculine energies, controlling and manipulative, you know, different types of energies there. So that is your advice, pile one, is surrender to this. Emotions, feelings, allow yourself to feel it. No more bottling it up. If it helps you to process by writing, I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to journal or to express it in some way. Maybe it's painting. I don't know. Whatever you feel called to at this time, but honor this space, because this is huge for you. Many of you have been holding on to stuff for so long that your angels are like, pile one, pile one, no, we're not doing this again. We're not going another year with you holding on to this. It's time. It's time. Okay? So that is all that I have for you, pile number one. I wish you all the best on your healing journey. And don't feel alone, because I'm going through it too. Okay? Everybody is within the collective is definitely feeling it. Okay? Lots of stuff. Okay? So I will see you guys in the next reading. Hi, pile two. So those of you that resonated with this environment card and the fish eye Jasper, this is going to be your reading today. So we're looking and asking Spirit today, what big changes are happening to you right now? Okay. So what I'm already feeling intuitively with this card is some of you, there may, and I want to see, of course, what the tarot cards say, but I'm noticing that, I don't know if this is like a tree or something, but I'm noticing the rings of this energy that's around it. And this is kind of making me feel that for some of you, maybe there is an environment that no longer resonates for you. This could be something going on at home. It could be someone, a job, maybe the place that you live, okay, which could be something that you've outgrown that no longer resonates for you. Some of you may have even moved into a new environment. Okay, I can see it that way as well. So let's see what is here. And I'm going to put your tarot. Okay. So we have witch lungs. Witch lungs. Okay, interesting. You've got witch lungs and environment. So, we have ivy. Let's see. We have express. And it says, sometimes we are unable to move forward because of the creative blocks holding back our ever-expanding ideas. Release them and express yourself in ways that you have never done before. Try creating a piece of artwork in a medium new to you. No one else will see it. So let your artistry flow. It says, I move past blocks in beautiful ways. Okay, so this is talking about creative blocks or blockages potentially in general. And we also have Shay here. Shay. And it says, the fairies and the animal kingdom admire you. You bring them comfort during difficult times. You have the help of the Fae, as they can work alongside you to help the natural world. When the time is right, you will know what to do. Your affirmation is, I am connection with the Fae and the natural world. So we've got a block here. You potentially needing to make a choice or a decision. Okay, let's look at your tarot. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. the oldest one, which is the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Spells, which is the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Empress. Interesting. Okay, this kind of does look like some of you are going someplace. Maybe you don't know yet, but I'm feeling there's something here, like I said, for some of you with your environment, because the Four of Wands can also literally be like your house. Your house here. But the major energies that you have here are the Hierophant and the Empress. The Three of Wands is about foresight. The Three of Wands is about anticipation. We're waiting for something. I don't know if maybe some of you are waiting for some kind of news, or there is some type of change to your environment. Maybe some of you are moving, traveling, because this guy is also standing in front of a boat here. There's things being lifted into the ship. So this makes me feel some of you could be in the middle of maybe even like a big move or leveling up in terms, or maybe you have done this. Some of you might have recently gotten a new job or applied for a new job, or will be hearing news about a new job that is moving you into a new environment. Something that pays more money. And some of you may have already done this. Like you're actually in the new environment right now. You have taken the new job. You're in the process of moving, or you just moved. Some of you might be working on, she looks like she's organizing her wands on the wall. So yeah, maybe some of you literally have moved here. So if that is the case, you know, or maybe some of you are like at a place where you're questioning, like, do I really like this job? Should I move? Should I change jobs? Should I look for another one? Because what I feel like is happening here is you have the Empress, and the Empress is about manifestation, prosperity, abundance. And I feel because you have the Seven of Wands energy here, the Seven of Wands is about facing challenge, adversity, but it's about not backing down, not giving up. It's putting forth that energy towards, I hate this glare. It's about putting forth that energy towards something that you want, something that you are determined to achieve. Some of you could be looking for a higher level position, like moving into management, executive level, or, you know, this could even be school with the Hierophant here, because this is also about knowledge, wisdom, learning. So some of you might also be going through some powerful lessons right now too, in terms of manifesting abundance or putting forth the energy to create more wealth, or put yourself in a position where you are receiving from the universe, being open to receive and changing in terms of you being the Empress or embodying the Empress energy to help you manifest more. Some of you, I feel like with the environment, are changing your frequency, you're changing your vibration, you're elevating here. And for many of you, it could be about changing your beliefs, you know, shifting away, say, from a scarcity mindset into the abundance mindset. I mean, the Four of Wands is here, which is a card of celebration. It's, you know, it can also be a new home. Some of you might have literally moved into a new space, a new house. and you feel pretty good, accomplished. You know, there's a beautiful house back here too in the Six of Pentacles card. And maybe for some of you, you are feeling a little bit blocked. Maybe there's like a creative block that you have, and maybe shifting your environment for some of you, because we literally have witch lungs here. And it just kind of gives me something about clearing the air, or I don't know, taking a look at your environment, the people in it, if you're in a toxic work environment, or you surround yourself with better people, higher vibrational people, you know, ones that inspire, ones that, I mean, and this can even be you shifting your own energy here, you know, changing and working towards changing your own beliefs here and into, like I said, that Empress energy. So I feel like for some of you that are feeling a little bit stuck, like you're wanting the change, you're wanting to get out of the environment that you're in, maybe the city that you live in. But some of you, I feel like there's a move or something going on here with this Three of Wands, because this is about, some of you may have taken that first step. Like you could have, let's just say, applied for the job, and you're anticipating, waiting to hear the news about when you're going to start, when your start date is, or something of that nature. Some of you may have just moved into a new position, and now it's like going to completely shift the energy for you in terms of your opportunities, your abundance. Being that we have the witch lungs here, it looks like all of these beautiful flowers are sprouting here. So to me, this is about a lot of growth, a lot of expansion, a lot of really beautiful energy here that's happening for you. So it's also you moving into a place of harmony, of balance, of stability, because you also have the Four of Wands here. A more stable energy. And I feel like a lot of this is because you don't give up. You know, if you have a goal, you stick to it, you focus on it, you maybe for some of you needing to change your beliefs, you know, away from, like I said, scarcity mentality and shifting more into the abundance mindset. And not just with money, but that could be love too, right? Open to receive in that way. Okay, so I'm going to ask Spirit here. I actually want to look at the Empress and the Hierophant. Okay, why is the Hierophant here? The Nine of Swords. Why is the Hierophant here? The Queen of Cups. Some of your intuition is guiding you towards I don't know, maybe for some of you it is going to school, taking a class, or getting a higher paying job. Maybe this could even be teaching for some of you. Like literally you being a spiritual teacher. If that resonates for some of you. Why is the sharing knowledge, sharing wisdom? Some of you might have wanting to be doing something like that and feeling a little bit anxious. But look at this card. There's a bunch of feathers all falling around her. It makes me feel like right now you're receiving a lot of signs and a lot of synchronicities about a specific path that you're meant to take. And there's a need for you to trust. Why is the Hierophant Some of you may even feel called towards healing work. 7 of Wands again. What is the Empress here? A 6 of Cups. Page of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. I like that. There's inspiration here. Some of you, this has to do with work, career. Maybe for some of you, even getting up the courage to open your own business. Open your own business. This feels like an inspired change here. That Spirit is kind of encouraging you to change or to shift or to, you know, the 3 of Pentacles could be about collaborating with others. It can be about community, building a solid foundation. Okay, some of you could be rebuilding or wanting to rebuild something stable for yourself. But to me, there's this energy here of creation happening with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And for many of you, it could be something that's something that you love. And Spirit is kind of encouraging you to make that big shift. So there's, of course, it's happening within you, right? In order for you to kind of make something manifest within the physical, you're needing to nurture it, whatever this is. But some of you, yeah, it could be entrepreneurship. It could be moving to a different job, or you have, and you're really building of something very solid for yourself. So this is you kind of on this path of shifting your vibration into higher frequency energy to be more in alignment with opportunity. Okay, it's kind of what I'm seeing here. So let's ask Spirit for some guidance here for you to help you. And I feel like the important thing to remember here is about you being open to change. Okay, being open to the change, being open to taking the opportunities that are there. When you receive the downloads from Spirit, whatever Spirit is giving to you, pay attention. Dreams, signs, synchronicities, ideas that you get that just kind of pop in your mind. They're happening for a reason. Okay, write them down so you don't forget them, because sometimes we have good ideas and we'll think about it, you know, and then we get busy and then we forget about it until Spirit gives us another nudge to remind us again, hey, you were supposed to do that. Okay, what is your advice here, pile 2? I'm also feeling, because we have the witch lungs here, it's like, remember to breathe, pile 2. Remember to breathe. Some of you might be feeling like stressful and antsy. What is pile 2's advice? The 4 of Wands. Be happy. This energy is about celebration, harmony, balance. 3 of Wands. Yeah. I don't know. We have a little baby here. Maybe some of you are expecting. It might be literally a baby. But for some of you, this baby can be your new business. You know, something, a creative project that you're nurturing. A new idea that you're birthing. Creative project. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, look at that. That's a new beginning right there. Could be new house, new job, new car. Something new. Yeah. So Spirit is basically saying what I said earlier. Take the risk. Be open to the change. Open yourself up to possibility here. When those opportunities present themselves to you and your intuition is saying you should take that, you should do it, don't let your fears and insecurities hold you back. Don't let the old beliefs, the old version of you that's too afraid of taking a leap of faith be in control of you any longer. You're the Empress. You have the possibility, the capacity to be able to create wealth, prosperity, abundance, and beautiful things in your life. Okay? So that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the salamander and the citrine, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out what big changes are happening to you right now. Okay, so we have the salamander. And let's see your tarot. We have create. Okay. Create. We have misty lands. And it says, visit sacred places, either ancient monuments or find a place that is sacred to you. Spend time there with a quiet mind, and a knowledge and healing will come to you. Learn the way of the ancients and mystics, and then you can use this knowledge for good purposes. The affirmation is, I connect with sacred spaces. Okay, so those of you that don't really live near a sacred space or a sacred place, you can create a sacred space in your home for yourself, you know, just a little place, whatever you want to put there, you know, pictures of maybe family, loved ones, passed on loved ones, pets, things that are special to you, you know, just kind of go around your house and gather some things that are very meaningful to you and just kind of create a little space, kind of like creating a little altar for yourself, or you just go into that space for healing, for wisdom and knowledge from your higher self. Okay. We also have breathe. Breathe. Okay. Breathing is a very sacred practice. It allows you to center yourself and find your true being. Each breath is a way to align yourself to the cosmos and for natural knowledge to come through easily. Take time each day to follow your breath to reconnect the source. The affirmation is, I follow my breath and reconnect with the divine. This makes me feel like some of you are going through something that's kind of throwing you out of alignment. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. And then we have henbane here. Okay. Let's put these and see what your tarot has. Okay. The High Priest, which is the Hierophant. There's some lesson here for you. Maybe this is the change in your beliefs. We'll see. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. The Three of Swords. The World. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Eight of Swords. Okay. Okay. The henbane here is talking about something that is holding you back. Something that's keeping you stuck. And I feel like this has to do with your beliefs. And yeah, because this feels here, like I said, that there's something that's going on here with your energy that is kind of keeping you stuck. Whether that is a situation that you've got going on outside of yourself. Because we have the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles is abandonment or scarcity mindset or mentality. This is when we're feeling the energy of despair. Some of you could literally be dealing with financial issues right now, financial struggles. And I'm also seeing the Three of Swords energy here, which is about heartache, pain. I'll try to move this out here for the glare. Yeah, the Three of Swords is about heartache and pain, suffering. Maybe some of you are healing right now, or maybe you're working on healing an abandonment wound, or you just went through a breakup, a separation, a divorce. There's been some type of loss here, maybe for some of you a job loss, or even a loss of a relationship. Because you do have the World here, and the World is about a completion of a cycle. So maybe for some of you, this quite literally could have been an end of a marriage or a long-term commitment. But with whatever this ending is, the Eight of Swords is here. The Eight of Swords is negative thinking. It is a mental prison that we keep ourselves stuck in. And whether that mental prison is one that is riddled with pain because of a breakup or a separation or a financial situation that you're in, this is the blockage. This is what's keeping you stuck. So the big changes that are happening to you right now, I feel like, are that you are going through this. Okay, maybe some of you are going through a big life change. Because this Five of Pentacles is the energy of despair here, and looking at this Three of Swords, she looks like she's trying to bring like groceries or food into this house here that it's dark, there's no power, there's no electricity, the windows are all boarded up. So maybe for some of you, there's some issues surrounding housing, or not having housing, not having a place to live, or even moving into your own place, a new place. And maybe things are a little bit challenging right now, maybe financially, you know. So yeah, this is where Spirit is saying, just breathe. Breathe through this. Whatever this is, it's going to be different for all of you. But there's been some type of loss here with both the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Maybe you're feeling extra challenged right now. But with that, there's a need for working on changing the beliefs, because whatever this is for you, it might feel frustrating, more than frustrating, painful for some of you. This is a time to reflect upon maybe even what lessons you've learned from this, because everything that we go through, as annoying as it might be sometimes, is a lesson. There's always something for us to learn from the cycle that we've gone through. In this case, you have a cycle that's being completed here, a chapter of your life that's being closed. But there's something here that could be keeping you hanging back and staying in this. So there's a lesson to be learned here in terms, maybe for some of you, of your beliefs. Like for those of you that are struggling financially, you know, your lesson here could be to believe in yourself, or have more faith in yourself, trust in yourself to be able to move through this challenging time. Instead of focusing all the energy on negative thoughts of, I'm not going to get out of this, or this is awful, and this is horrible, and this is, you know what I'm saying? All that negative energy that you're putting towards that. Those of you that are in that situation, don't be afraid of asking for help. You know, because the Five of Pentacles is when we're literally in need of assistance. We're in need of help. We're in a place of despair. So this could be using your resources, you know, that are out there. Yeah, getting the help that you need, because the Hierophant being here is also someone who could be able to help you. You know, that could be a spiritual or religious, you know, priest, pastor, somebody who could give you guidance or mentor you or help you in some way. You know, because I'm even seeing this Hierophant has its hand out like it's trying to help these people here. So, I mean, that could even be you going to someone who is very wise, who's able to offer you assistance or guidance or help through this. Because this is keeping you stuck here, all of this negative thinking about it. And she's even got this rope that's kind of like tied around her. So some of you might even feel trapped or restricted in a situation. Maybe it's a home environment. Maybe that's why. Maybe some of you are in a house or a home where there's very strict rules or religion or culture or something that's making you feel tied in. Maybe some of you feel stuck in that place or are stuck in that place. But maybe some of you are kind of like on your way out of that space, because although this Three of Swords looks like she's moving into this little house that's all dark, the windows are all boarded up, and she's got bags of groceries, you know, she's got food. So maybe some of you are kind of like in a place right now where, I don't know, this kind of makes me feel like somebody who's like going through a separation or a divorce or dark times, and, you know, you're starting from the bottom or having to start from scratch, or, you know, that's kind of what this is giving to me. Kind of like when you leave a marriage or you leave a relationship and you have to live by yourself and support yourself, and things are just not easy, you know? That's kind of what this energy is giving to me for some of you. But yeah, I feel I'm noticing the salamander here, and to me this is a lot of fire energy. So maybe some of you are going to be feeling some type of inspiration towards getting yourself out or finding a way out of whatever your current situation is. Like I said, I feel some of you feel frustrated. Those of you that are dealing with healing from a breakup or some type of loss here, you know, there's a lot of these big, maybe that is the big change for some of you that you're going through, is dealing with a breakup or dealing with some type of loss here, financial, you know, maybe your financial situation has changed, or a housing situation, and maybe it is something that's really just like stressing you out, you know. But what I will say, with the Seven of Pentacles being here, the Seven of Pentacles is about us being patient, and maybe we may not necessarily see the fruits of our labor because we may have invested time and energy into something that hasn't quite given us what we need just yet. But if we keep working on what our plan is or what we're doing, I almost feel like Spirit's saying here, don't lose your fire, don't lose your passion through this. You're going to come out of this. And the Seven of Pentacles is about us reevaluating and reassessing what we are putting our energy into. Is it still worth it? Or should we be planting seeds elsewhere? Right? Versus focusing on all of this negative thinking and being in our head, and you know, all the while we're doing all of this, nothing's changing, right? Because this is where all of our energy is going. So how can we shift that energy? For some of you, it is changing your beliefs, right? From feeling trapped or stuck or restricted into a more powerful energy. We have create here. So it's almost like Spirit is saying to you here that even though you might be going through this, you have the power to create change in your life. And that's kind of what this looks like with the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles, is there has been some type of change. Maybe you're right in the middle of it. And this is now time for you to create something else, something new. Because I want to read the message with that henbane here. I forgot what it said. It says, in ancient Greece, the dead were crowned with chaplets of henbane, helping them forget their previous lives so that they might move forward to the underworld without regrets. The underworld may not be your destination, but something is still holding you back right now. Find it, forgive it, and move forward with more freedom. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe this is needing to forgive a person, a situation, yourself. Okay, so the Hierophant is about spiritual lessons. So maybe some of you are going through a big lesson right now. You know? Okay, so let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice for pile number 3 with how they can navigate this big change. Spirit's saying breathe. Breathe. Right? Because with the world, there's an ending. There's going to be a new beginning. What are you choosing to do with it? More of this? Right? More of this restricted energy with the 8 of Swords? Okay, what is pile 3's advice on their big change? Maybe this big shift is happening from you, from being restricted to fiery and passionate and creating something new. Transmuting this maybe for some of you. Some of you, this could be very well be past energy. And if you have been struggling financially, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. This is the Spirit saying, keep working, keep going, you know, but be patient, because you continue to work this way, it's going to pay off. Your hard work is going to pay off. What is pile 3's advice? The Page of Cups. For some of you, this could be self-care, nurturing yourself, self-love, giving yourself some time, some energy, healing. Others of you, I'm seeing this as you tapping into your creative potential, your energy. The King of Pentacles is about keeping yourself grounded, focused, disciplined, organized, focusing on what the long-term goal is. If you have a financial goal, or you want to feel more safe, you want to feel more secure, you want to move into a new house. What is your advice here? The Emperor. The Emperor is coming up with a plan, a strategy. It's also about discipline and taking action, right? If we want our situation to change, it does require planning. It does require action. It requires us to move forward. Some of you with the 6 of Swords energy here are needing to move away from any thoughts, people, situations that are creating chaotic energy for you in your life. The 6 of Swords is a card of moving on, moving forward, away from the chaotic energy, whether that chaotic energy is happening within you, a person who's in your environment, or you're getting yourself out of a situation. The Emperor is also asking you to look at what the bigger picture perspective of what is happening right now, so you're able to move through this energy. Eight of Cups. Okay. Some of you with that 8 of Cups energy could be needing to walk away from something, let go of something that is no longer serving you, a person, a situation, a way of thinking. Because moving away from something that does not bring fulfillment any longer helps you move towards things that do bring you happiness, that do make you feel fulfilled. But it does require our action, our organization, our plan, and being willing to take the risk with that plan. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.